Lituania, el primero de los 3 países bálticos en declarar su independencia de la Unión Soviética en 1990, es uno de los mayores donantes per cápita de ayuda financiera militar a Ucrania. El comisario de la UE y exministro lituano Virginijus Sinkevičius dice que los horrores de vivir bajo el dominio soviético todavía están en la memoria de muchos lituanos. Euronews habló con él recientemente en Ucrania, donde se reunió con el presidente Zelensky.
It's first of all about our history when hundreds and thousands, if you were a family of teachers, if you were a large farmer, most likely you were sent to Siberia, where most of the people never came back, they never returned. So, and if you look, not so much changed. So many kidnapped children, so many families which had to go through some camps in Russia and etc. So, I mean, this ethnic cleansing, what they're doing, has not changed this imperial ambition which they're imposing now on Ukraine, and Lithuania still remembers, of course, the part of its tragic history.
Parte de la llamada de atención para Europa, dice, es cómo evitar una mayor complacencia cuando se trata de cuestiones de seguridad.
For the Western world, it's extremely important to make sure that we have a plan to support Ukraine, because now this decision making, when it's so long, when we have to fight for every decision, that sends a very positive signal to Moscow, first of all, and very negative to Ukraine. I think the mistake is that there is still thinking that, 1 month or the other month it can be over. We see that Russia is gambling exactly on that. They are waiting off. They are waiting for elections in US, elections in EU, and might be a completely different view. We already see some of the new governments in the EU who are not so supportive of Ukraine.
And what do you say to Viktor Orban?
I think it's shameful not to see obvious and, for example, decision to postpone decisions, not to have a vote on Sweden joining NATO. That's obvious, actions against the collective security, against the interest of the EU, against the interest of the Western world. And that's something that can only satisfy one side. It's the Moscow regime. Therefore, it's not a good timing to take for granted. It's time to actually increase our defense capabilities, defense industry, in order to not only provide for Ukraine, but also to provide for ourselves.